It's the child they've always wanted, and the parents are so happy. But is it a girl or a boy? It makes a big difference to some couples. Those not willing to leave the sex of their child up to biological chance may choose to come to the island of Cyprus, Northern Cyprus to be precise. There are dozens of fertility clinics here promising babies of the desired sex. It's why this German woman has come here. She wishes to remain anonymous because sex selection is prohibited by law in Germany and is a taboo subject.
The reason I wanted a girl so much is that I can imagine not a deeper relationship than with my sons, just a different relationship.
The procedure used in Cyprus is ethically controversial. Embryos created through artificial insemination are genetically tested before being implanted in the uterus. Embryos of the unwanted sex are discarded. In the European Union, this selection procedure is only permitted if serious hereditary diseases are suspected. But in Northern Cyprus, occupied by Turkey since 1974 and not recognized under international law, EU law does not apply. Every year, thousands of couples and women come here for sex selection treatment. Around 30 clinics offer the service, much cheaper than in the US. It's an industry worth millions for this small country. But an industry representative disputes that this business relies primarily on sex selection treatments.
Sex selection only occurs as part of general genetic testing. Pure sex selection treatments are not performed in the Turkish parts of Cyprus.
He then asks for a break in the interview. Not realizing that the camera and sound are still running and believing to be unobserved, he makes a phone call to an employee.
Delete everything related to sex selection on our website immediately.
While the association's old website explicitly recommended sex selection as a means of family planning, the new website no longer contains any reference to it. But a spontaneous inquiry at an in vitro clinic, filming with a hidden camera, shows how easy it is to order a baby boy or girl in Northern Cyprus.
Is there any possibility to gender select somehow?
Yes, with PG the price is 6,000, but she needs to do a blood test first.
For the German mother, the procedure in Northern Cyprus was not an immediate success. The couple decided to try in the US. Looking back, several things in Cyprus made her suspicious.
There was even something like a money-back guarantee if it didn't work. The advertising with bargain prices was also a bit suspicious. And since there were no English-speaking doctors there, you had to speak through interpreters.
Natalie Wiedekea says there are also reputable clinics in Cyprus. The Swiss woman offers her services as a consultant on fertility clinics. Women and couples from all over Europe contact her. She's already processed over 1,000 inquiries.
Hello,
I'm the mother of 3 wonderful sons, and I'm infinitely grateful for them. But deep down, I long to have a daughter one day. In Europe, the best place for this treatment is Northern Cyprus.
Wiedekea feels that the ethical debate on sex selection treatment is overblown. In many European countries, genetic embryo testing is permitted in exceptional cases, and in the process, the sex can also be determined.
It's just additional information that isn't disclosed because they're afraid things could go wrong, like ending up with more boys or girls, like in China or India.
Critics fear that sex selection is only the first step toward designer babies. In the US, clinics already offer not only the desired sex, but also the desired eye color. A Cypriot clinic finally agrees to talk about sex selection. There are no official figures for the treatments performed in Northern Cyprus. Unofficially, of the total 10,000 artificial inseminations, 1 in 2 is supposedly for sex selection.
şey soracaktım.
Kendisini
Siz
tanıtmak
The
için
Turkish
ben-
doctors in the clinics cannot relate to the ethical concerns from abroad.
İlk çocukta kesinlikle böyle bir şeye izin
No one
vermemek
should be
gerekiyor.
allowed to do
İkinci
it for
ya
their
da daha
first
sonraki
child.
çocuklarda ters
But if they want a
cinsiyet
different
için
sex for
de
their second or
başka
third
bir
child,
cinsiyetli
it should be
çocuk
allowed.
yetiştirmek istiyorum. Bu da benim hakkımdır diyen bir aile için
We always have
izin
surplus
verilebilir. Niye
embryos
izin
from
verilebilir?
artificial insemination,
Çünkü
which are
biz var olan
discarded anyway.
embriyolardan bir tane seçeceksek diğerlerini zaten diskart ediyoruz.
And the happy mother of the girl she had wished for? She would like women who desperately want a girl or a boy not to have to travel to Northern Cyprus.
If an external assessor certifies that there is truly an urgent need for a woman or a man, it should be possible to implement that here as well.
Where should the lines be drawn? The discussion is ongoing. Meanwhile, in Northern Cyprus, the dubious trend of selecting babies' sex continues.